All praises to the Most High Yah, through His Son Yahushua HaMashiach. It's your brother Uncle K, and we're back with another one. Hope you're having a Baruch day, and I hope right now you have a sound mind and a sound heart. When you'll get into the live, like the live, let's get into it. This live is not going to be too long. I'm just here to encourage, here to motivate, so we can stay strong on our walk, right? Because we are in a world that's primarily full of wickedness, full of darkness, and there's a very few that's moving righteous, right? It's a lot of walking the broad path, and very few is walking the narrow path. So let's get into it. I'm gonna wait for a few of y'all to get in, but right now I'm about to burn this incense, little frankincense and myrrh. You know, just something slight. Don't be discouraged though. Don't be discouraged. Never be discouraged. We're gonna get into it though, but let me just burn this real quick. All right. So don't be discouraged, man. Remember, we're in this world and went out of the world. This world is primarily full of wickedness and darkness, right? Now, remember the darkness, they can't comprehend the light. When they see the light, they can't comprehend it, right? So you're getting attacked, you getting preyed upon. People are having wicked imaginations towards you. People are thinking strife. People are thinking evil things towards you. Now, these things have no power and no weight, but what they try to do is use little, little small psychological things, body language, facial expressions. They change their countenance. They may murmur a few things with certain people they with. They may be with a few people, and they may be, flapping at the gums about you because your presence was so strong. That light was so strong, right? What's going on, fellas? I see y'all, Christo, 94s. I see y'all. Shalom, family. Peace be upon y'all, man. So think of this, right? The darkness, when they see the light, right? The darkness, those that walk in darkness have seen a great light. Now think of this, right? When you when you in the dark and you turn that light on and that light bright, you can't see. You a little mad, you a little agitated, especially if it was like 2 in the morning, right? 2 in the morning, you getting some good sleep, you in a deep sleep. Somebody walk in your room and flick the light on. And you like, yo, come on, man, I'm trying to sleep. Turn that light off. That's how it is just in daytime. That's how it is in daytime. You walking with this great light. Those that walking in darkness in their hearts, in their minds, man, when they see you, they want to shut it off. They want to turn it off immediately. It get them mad. It get them frowned up. It get them vexed. Man. And they try to use little psychological things to make you feel bad or something like that. It holds no weight though. See, the Most High says, "Vengeance is mine." Right? Those that those that pray against you, those that try to curse you, they get it back tenfold. Whatever darts the adversary is trying to toss at you, right? Because the adversary is not just Hasatan, right? It's not just the fallen one, right? A lot of adversaries is people walking abroad that got murder on their mind, blood on their mind, women that think evil and lustful intentions to draw you in and to entice you and to lead you to Sheol. All those people, man, all those that's walking unclean, all those that's walking wicked, all those that's got evil and wicked intentions, all of those things is being tossed right back to them tenfold. And the Most High is giving them that beat down tenfold. That's why your enemy's gonna be at peace with you, because they don't got that beat down, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. If in your earlier youth, if your parents, really gave you that light little beat down, nothing too crazy, but gave you that beat down, that thing calmed you down real quick. You was real humble and real peaceful. You apologize to your mother. You apologize to your father. You stop doing certain things. You got that correction, right? That's how it is, man. That's how it is. But don't be discouraged when people try to act like, you know, extinct towards you. Like, don't be discouraged. Because these people try to bring you to a lower state. They try to make you feel lower, right? They try to make you feel like something wrong with you, right? They try so many gimmicks, man, so many snares and so many things, and you're extremely vigilant of those things. You're very aware of those things. So those things don't really play with you that deep psychologically. But when a lot of people are playing against you, a lot of people are trying to, entice you, it could bring you to a lower state just a little bit. You know what I'm saying, fellas? Just a little bit. It may bring you down just a little bit, because the Most High says that in His Word too, right? Count it all joy when you fall into a lower state, right? But when you fall into that lower state, don't don't rely on your own strength. Don't try to commit something wicked just because you're feeling low, right? It's only a temporary thing, and the Most High is He's taking care of you regardless of the fact. He's looking at every step you took throughout your day, right? Everywhere you walked, everywhere you moved, he saw you walking. Best believe that he saw you walking. So right now, what he's doing, he's tracking everything. He's like, okay, that person was doing that, that person doing that, da da da, and he's cleaning up everything for you. And then when you wake up the next day, you feel light. You feel like, oh, everything's gone. I'm feeling. I got that bop back in my step. I got that bop back. You know what I'm saying? So we got to count it all joy as well. Count it all joy. Count it all joy. Shabbat shalom as well too. If right now it's nighttime where y'all at, man, enjoy this Shabbat for real. Get some rest. Get some peace of mind. You know, reverence the Most High today. All the days of your life. Give glory unto the Most High Yahuwah. Give him glory. He deserves it. He done so much for us. You can't take it for granted, for real. You can't. But all those that think wickedness against us, at the end of the day, listen, they're gonna be exposed. Right? They get exposed immediately. Right? You go into an environment, you go into a facility, you go into a business. If they start reacting, you already know what it is, man. You already know what it is. You already know what it is, man. And I ain't talking about women though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about women. Women reacting, nah, nah. Because women, in the times we live in right now, they could say that women are trying to go to war with men. That's not possible. You feel me? Yeah, they could try to do it spiritually, but physically, you see what's happening, right? What's happening physically? Physically, all they doing is using outward appearance. So when you have self control and you got the Most High and you got His fruits, you showcasing His fruits. How could that defeat you, right? Now, men are different. You see, men think about murder a lot. Men think about destruction a lot. So this is something that we gotta pay attention to, right? Man, this is real beautiful. A lot of men took on a beast-like mentality, right? And I told y'all fellas in a previous live, I've been watching a lot of Animal Kingdom, right? A lot of National Geographic, a lot of things pertaining to even in the seas too. Sharks, all those different type of things, man. Lions, cheetahs, all those, man. And seeing how they get down, right? Those are the beasts of the field, right? How they react to each other. They want to be alpha. They want to be this and that, right? We're not animals. We're not beasts of the field, right? Especially if you're a man and you got the Most High and you got Yahuwah as your head. You move with a form of intelligence. So by all means, you're not moving like a beast of the field. But other men are real animalistic, right? You put a gorilla in solitary in solitude confinement, right? You start feeding this man bread. He start masturbating, right? He loses his natural ways, right? So that's why they say men out here acting like animals, acting like beasts. Now in the field, right? They like to these dudes, meaning like these modern day psychologists and everything like that. They like to say testosterone in humans makes you very competitive with certain things and all of that. Listen, got to get that mindset, throw that in the dirt, because the animals in the jungles and all those areas like that, they act primal with that hormone. They fight each other to take over dominion and prides of other lions. They kill the cubs and all of that. So you trying to tell me that men out here are acting just like that because of a hormonal profile? No, that's false, right? Men out here are acting like beasts of the field because they have no self control, right? It's a evil spirit within them, right? When the fall of man happened, everything fell, right? Animals fell too. In the Book of Jubilees, all animals was talking with the same tongue. So that means when Adam was in the garden, he was talking to birds, speaking with that tongue, right? He was talking to lions, he was talking to everything with that tongue. You know what I'm saying? They all spoke with the same tongue. So when men out here acting like beasts of the field, man, we got to be vigilant of that too. You got to be vigilant because a lot of men are real animalistic in all their ways. And you're not an animal. Yo, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you, man. So let me take it a little easy, man. Let me ask y'all how y'all doing, how y'all feeling today, what y'all got going on, what y'all getting through. When y'all getting alive, like the live too. I'm seeing 10 people in here for likes, like the live. This live ain't gonna be too long because you know I'm about to get to the cooking right now. Right now I'm cleaning some chicken right now. I got it cleaning and some lime right now. I'm about to stew that chicken and bust that chicken down. So yeah, you said they want us out here looking frail. They want us out here looking all messed up. That's why they try to erase Yah's teachings and replace it with lustful animalistic narrative. Yeah, they like to say that they like to say that man is a descendant of apes. They always like to put that comparison when they try to compare man to a gorilla or a chimpanzee, for instance. They always say we both have 98% of the same characteristics. They're always trying to put you in a category of an animal, but you're not an animal. You know what I'm saying? You're not a beast of the field. The only way you take on the attributes of an animal is if you act animalistic in your ways, right? And a lot of men are animalistic in their ways. You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta stay extremely vigilant. Keep the laws, statutes, and commandments because Yahusha himself, he said that I didn't come to put away the Torah, I came to fulfill it. So, you know, if you just trying to do your best by all means, you studying to show yourself approved. You honoring days that are appointed to be honored, and you just making sure that you live in sanctified. The Most High look at every detail. You know what I'm saying? So let's continue to strive after that. Yo, vibes. What's going on? Yeah, tell them, yeah, like the live, man. 12 people, 7 likes. That's what I'm talking about, though. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate the stream, all that. But to me, what's really more important is us, breaking bread and getting this communication and conversing with one another. I feel like that's more valuable than anything, that we are getting edified in this live. Yo, Striving, what's going on, fam? Hey, I appreciate that dono, too, bro. Appreciate that dono. I woke up this morning. Appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you. Got to continue to do Yahuwah's work. That's a fact. Daniel, we talk right now. We talking about Don't be discouraged, right? And then we talking about the discouragement of you being in the world, but you're not of the world, right? And the world has taken on a very wicked countenance, a very wicked lifestyle. And when you have light, and when you shine in light, when you living in this righteousness, you're very set apart. Now, I was saying how on the broad side, there's a lot that's walking in wickedness, and there's very few that's walking narrow, that's walking peculiar, that's walking set apart, right? And the reason why I say that is because just look at society. Once you start shining light, there's a lot of things that occur, right? There's a lot of things. People start reacting to you a certain type of way. Uh, People try to shut your light off. People try to, if you're feeling encouraged through Yah's word and you've been moving set apart, people try to make you feel less than. They'll try to bring you to a lower state, right? Because they'll try to look at the most simplistic things that make no sense, right? They'll try to point out just random stuff like they'll be in the background talking in a cut with their little click or whatever they got going on with them, or even worse, you know, they'll be trying to curse you, right? They'll be trying to curse you. They'll be trying to talk down on you. They'll be trying to like cast spells on you, and we must always remember that the Most High said, "Vengeance is mine." Right? We supposed to hold our peace because He's gonna fight for us, and that's another reason why He said that our enemies will be at peace with us. And I was saying that Yahuwah, He always beats down your enemies. He beats them down already. Listen, man, you know how much times Yasrael, when they was walking through the wilderness for 40 years, and they was walking through the wilderness for 40 years, not because they couldn't find the promised land, but because they were wandering, right, with no direction. They kept, going against laws, going against the statutes, the commandments. So the Most High had them, doing laps, doing a lot of cardio, right? So during that time when they finally saw the land and they had to go and slay the different tribes of that times, the Most High gave them over already. So you see how the Most High could already destroy your enemies for you already. All you gotta do is hold your peace and rely on Him. When He say go, go. You know what I'm saying? Nobody could destroy you, man. You could destroy yourself if you move away from the Most High. So you gotta stay with the Most High so He can make your enemies your footstool. That's a fact. But don't be discouraged though, because that's what the adversary is here to do. The adversary is here to make you feel discouraged with your walk. He wants you to feel like you're not doing the right things. He wants you to feel like you're not where you're supposed to be at right now, right? Due to everything that transpired in your lifetime, things are not going to be all gold. You're not gonna be like in a gold palace right away. Things take time, right? So he's gonna try to be like, oh, you're not where you're supposed to be at. Oh, you're not learning the commandments fast enough. Oh, you're not this, you're not that. You're getting there, right? You're getting there, right? So don't be discouraged, right? Don't be discouraged because someone of a that had a longer walk than you or me may be much higher with wisdom and understanding, right? So that's another thing too. Don't let other content, when people have been sharpening themselves with wisdom and understanding for 10 plus years, don't let that discourage you on your walk, right? You're gonna get to where you gotta get to, and the Most High, he's he's giving you he's easing his way in with all these teachings, with all this truth, and you just gotta take it in piece by piece by piece by piece. Don't dive in first because you're gonna get overwhelmed. You're gonna start stressing. So let's see. Ox said, he said, those who try to take away the daily needs, necessaries, livelihoods of Yahushua people will be punished. Absolutely, they're already getting punished. Already, they're already getting punished, and that's everybody though. That's even those that look like me and you. They're being punished too. It don't matter because 2/3 gonna be left behind. Like 2/3 gonna be left behind, regardless. So we just gotta pay attention. We got to pay attention to the things of the Shamayim, things of the heavens, things of Yahuwah, things of His glory, things that magnify the Father, right? By us being obedient with our walk, being obedient down here, and just making sure that we keep sanctifying ourselves, in honor and holiness and set apartness, right? We got to continue to be kodesh, right? We can't be like these broads out here on Broadway. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like paying for those tickets to go to Broadway to see some festival or some like something transpire. Like we don't got time for that, right? We say Broadway for Broadway. Let's see. Had to leave the break room at work today because Primus was talking about dudes they gonna see. Yeah, see. I was see what I'm saying, man. That's that spiritual warfare too, man. Because we out here hearing things and that we don't want to hear. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they trying to cast them spirits all around, talking about dudes and talking about this and that, bro. I just dropped a video talking about like women that move similar like that. It's dangerous, man. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. You see the times we live in, man. That's chaotic, bro. That's chaotic. I would have spun out there, man. You know what I'm saying? They talking about what? They talking about tarot cards. Crazy, man. Dudes they got in rotation. That's crazy. You said, yeah, y'all first. I feel you on that. I don't even break on that, Ronaldo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't even break, man. They be looking, hey, they be showcasing their weaknesses right in your face. The thing about the Most High, Yahuwah, He says that He'll even like if you're weak, He'll make you strong. So it's like we don't identify with weaknesses because we're strong through the Mashiach already. But for those that walk in darkness, that walk with a froward heart, froward mind, they already exposed their weaknesses already. For real, they expose it. Yeah, it is always better to take your lunch alone. It really is. If you got a vehicle, you go in your car and eat. You know, just make sure you don't spill no food on the floors and stuff like that. Yep. Man. Might be on this live for like 10 more minutes. See, hold on to your peace. Hold on to the Most High. Hold on for dear life. Yes, I like that. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah, that's all those three things is very critical. Very critical. Holding on to the Most High. The Most High gives you shalom. You know, holding on for dear life. Who gives you life? You see, Yahuwah gives you life. He gave you breath. So holding on to the Most High. Yeah, you hold on to that life, man. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Speaking directly. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We all need to hear this, man. We are the body. We are in counsel with one another, I feel like a lot of us need to hear this, man. Even I need to hear this. And I go through situations during my day that reminds me of this. That's why I come on here and to give. All right. One thing about me, which I don't want to start talking about self though, but I don't think about crafty things to speak about if I never went through it. You know what I'm saying? I like to talk about real relative things that I feel like us men we could really get a grasp on and get some understanding with because the times we living in right now, they can't dim your light, but they try to. They can't take it down. They can't cut it off. They're not in charge of the bill. First of all, they're not in charge of your will. First of all, so they can't cut that light off. You know, they can't cut their lights off. When someone is trying to dim your light, they're only dimming themselves for real. And we just gotta continue to hold that peace, man. Hold that shalom, man. And yeah, it goes like I said, right? I like the fact that I could put semen retention in front of a title to kind of get the minds of a man that is practicing this journey so he can understand and get some wisdom upon something that's very critical for him to get understanding onto, and understand that living this life of chastity, right, abstaining from immorality, sexual immorality, is very key for a man to get right within, right? Because when you commit sexual immorality, you're going against your own body. You know how detrimental that is, going against your own body. Going against your own body is detrimental for real. It's like you're already breaking down the temple. Your temple has been broken down. This is the Most High's temple. So if you're not doing this, how could you even get any wisdom, any understanding? For it, tell y'all, man. He said I was in Target today trying to get a 2X polo, and I noticed a lot of dudes got no bass in their voice, and they just be looking mad soft and weak, asking their wife's permission to wear something. Yeah, that's crazy. I like that 2X polo, man. What brand was it? Was it the All Emotion? Was it the All Emotion brand? I gotta go check them out. I've been looking at polos too on Amazon. A lot of the sport tech polos. Looking for like a nice little 2X and 3X. You know, yeah, Target, man. Target got some good clothes for real. Decent price, good quality for real. He said, "Hey, man, yesterday when you said to praise Yah for the minerals and the iron that we can pump was really powerful. I will now praise Yah now for everything." Oh yes, Chris. Yes, 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 man. You know, we gotta praise him for all things, man. All things, and he made everything. Said in his word, the Most High says he created light and he created darkness. Right? He created light and he created darkness. But the Most High is righteous, right? He created evil, he created good, right? So he made that iron, man. You gotta thank him for that, cause you can move that thing. You can move that thing, man, and praise him while doing it. For real. For me, lifting weights is a form of learning how to take burdens off and to push burdens off. You know, I really enjoy it a lot. Days when I'm feeling a little, you know, I give the Most High my petition. I give him my meditation, and I say, "Y'all willing, y'all? Tomorrow, go to the gym, give me a great workout." You know, of course, I take Shabbat off. I take today and tomorrow off. Y'all willing? I take these days off, and y'all willing the first day of the week, which the world calls Sunday. That's when I go back. But in the middle of that, we gotta praise him. He said people try to put false lies on me because I'm on SR. They want to take you down so bad at any cost. It's insane. Still been clinging to God as hard as it is. Yeah, man. Clinging unto the Most High. We gotta keep on clinging because they're gonna keep on talking and talking and talking, but they got no proof. You know what I'm saying? They got no proof. So yo, this world wicked, man. They try to, you know, the adversary working through people too. They trying to find like little things through the cracks. They trying to find little things that they could point out and try to convict you. There's no way that's possible. How could they do that? They talking falsehood against you. Number one, right? If you trying to get somebody for doing something, you gotta have two or more witnesses. Where's the witnesses, man? Where's the witnesses? They just like to talk down on you, right? And those are a form of curses. So don't be don't feel bad. It may bring you to a little low state because people talking down about you. But best believe that's a curse, and the Most High says, "Woe unto them." Right? They get hit with it back tenfold. If you with Yah, they gonna get hit back with that tenfold. No curse is gonna come across my people, for real. You see, we've been our forefathers. It's through them that we got cursed. For real, right, Yehuda? We got cursed to our forefathers, and then we in a land right now of captivity where it's a whole bunch of nonsense going on, right? But the Most High, He's removing these curses the more we draw to Him. So that's why we give Him all reverence and we give Him all praise, because now is the time, right? Now it's time. Tomorrow ain't promised. Another day, another second, another hour is not promised, and we gotta hold on to that. Hold on to that gift. Hold on to that grace. Hold on to that thought. Right. That's why we gotta meditate daily, thinking about Yah, thinking about His glory, thinking about Him in our hearts always. Never let that go. Never let that go, and that's gonna allow us to go much further, way beyond. Let's go 1,000, 1,000. Let's go 94. Let's go, man. He said we can't be around people, period, who don't boast in the Most High all day long. Just because a lot of people will end up talking about their own Elohim and just things that we can't argue. Right, right, right. We can't be yoked with someone that walks in falsehood. We can't be yoked with someone that has no faith. We can't walk with people if they're not walking with us and walking with Yah. Right now, I want to get something super duper clarified right now, fellas. This is something that I gotta watch. I gotta be watchful too, and you gotta be watchful too. Just because somebody lift weights, it don't mean that y'all equally yoked, right? Y'all know how y'all hit the gym, right? And y'all be getting them yokes, and dudes be like, "Hey man, what's up, bro? Hey, what's your diet like, man? Hey man, we get a workout one day, like yo." You even gotta reject that too. You gotta be like, "Nah, man. I'm just on a different time right now," and you don't even gotta lie. You could just be like, nah, I don't like training with people. I'm on a whole different type of tip. You gotta give people interviews sometime. Be like, what's your mindset like? Like, do you have laws and statutes, commandments that you follow? Do you know the Most High? Are you trying to know the Most High? Like, what did it like? Do you live a life of purity? Like, what's up with you, man? Like, just because you lift weights don't mean I gotta lift weights with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no spirit that's upon you trying to rub off on me. Like, back up. You know what I'm saying? And that's still, to me, that's still brotherly love, right? Because you still trying to get to the point. You still bringing forth life in the situation. A lot of people don't want to get like that. They just think just because a lot of people like think of relationships too. A lot of people think just because they watch a certain show that they found love or they're friends now. Just because they listen to the same artist, they feel like, oh, we're best friends now. What about y'all following the same Elohim, the only one Yah? How about that? How about that? That's rare, right? You don't see somebody in the gym talking about some hallelujah, right? With a H. I mean with a Y. My fault. Yeah, the Y A H. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear them saying that. Come on, man. You don't be seeing that. You don't be seeing that at all. Nobody who be in the gym, like I mean, you can't really tell though, right? But you could tell yours, right? The same way the Michelle said, "Hey, I could tell mom's." Right? A lot of people be pulling up, man, sheep's and wolf clothing, man. You can't tell these days. You could only tell. Sometimes you could tell, right? It's just sometimes. Like if we was to like say if we were supposed to be in the gym together, like, and you was to say something to me, and the way I come off is showcasing fruits, love, kindness, meekness, humbleness, long suffering, and I come off like that, game changer. Cause some dude stopped me the other day when I was leaving the gym. Went to the grocery store. I'm on my way back home. Some dude, he was talking to me about something a little bit, and then I started bringing up the Most High and talking about, yeah, we just gotta walk alignment with him. He's gonna make a way. Everything changed, bro. Everything changed. He was coming at me with like talking about different religions and talking about, oh, all forms of walk leads to God and everything like that. I was like, nah. You see, when you bring up the Most High, you start talking about the tribe of Yehuda, tribe of Judah. You start talking about Yashrael. You start talking about the curses, the law, statutes, commandments. You start bringing those stuff up. It ruffles people a little bit, and then the stuff that they was discussing with you, they can't stay on that topic no more. And it switches up a little bit, and then you start feeling distance between a person, right? Because y'all will never equally yoke. Then you start feeling distance, like a little bit of steel in the middle of y'all, and one is more on fire, really carving it up. You know, that's why we got to be very vigilant of who we let in our space. He said, for real, biblical. It's like the more you stay to yourself and do the right thing, the more people will try to guilt shame you and try to make you look like the verdict and start trying to click up against you. Right. That's why you just gotta be set apart. Ain't no time dealing with people that is not trying to be equally yoked, with you, and doesn't even give the Mashiach their yokes to begin with. You know what I'm saying? It's best for us to be set apart and to know that in this form of isolation, we're not really by ourselves, right? Look at us right now. We could both say that we in isolation, but we have a platform where we could all come together and discuss our and give one another our burdens. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's a beautiful thing, man. So I'm glad I could converse with y'all, man. Really connect with y'all. I've been on this platform for a few years, and I'm glad that the Most High has brought y'all on this platform so we can converse and grow with one another. It's really a true blessing for real. If you stay with it, don't get hit with it. Yeah, yes, sir. A lot of these individuals be putting too much sugar in their coffee and stuff, but they got stuff. That's a fact, man. I was just drinking straight black coffee. The first cup I had some cacao in there, some black coffee in there. It was nice and peaceful. Been thinking a lot about the cross and the resurrection, the sacrifice and the forever love he gives. Remember, the cross is pagan. Remember, the cross come from Rome. It really don't mean much. But yeah, the sacrifice though, yeah, that means a lot. The resurrection on third day, yeah, it's definitely facts. And the love that he gives, uh, and his pleasure comes. Pleasure will never come close around the right. Right. You see they you see how the heathens out here, man, they blasting fireworks and stuff out here. They don't even know what they celebrate. They just be out here blowing fireworks like they celebrate something. These jokers, man. For real. But yeah, that's the love of the Most High. He sent His only begotten Son for us, right, to take the iniquities of all of us, right, and He shed that on a stake, right. So by us walking with Yahusha being our head, we get straight to the Father, and He gives us a gift, His Ruach Hakodesh, that will lead us in spirit and truth. So we must continue to walk in alignment with Him. We got laws and statutes to follow, days to honor Him, like the Passover that passed. It didn't just pass, but it did pass though. Um, yeah, it was a great Passover to really give reverence unto Him. Like if you have a little form of doing certain things, right? Just meditate on the covering, right? Because of that same sense, man, He will pass over your door and check if you're His for real. That's why you still got to keep that oil in your lamp. For real. He got some more days though. Got a few more days. He got some days coming up actually. You know, I just gotta look at the calendar and just to double check, just to make sure. The day of feast coming up. A lot of days coming up. So yeah, let's continue to give reverence unto the Most High. Right. And don't be discouraged when these individuals out here try to bring you to a lower state because vengeance is your Most High's. Vengeance is Yahuwah's. And it ain't nothing that these heathens could do to you, right? The Most High could take them out, blink of an eye, snap of the finger, you know. And the Most High, He will torture them, right? Those that be praying against you, man. Those that be look, just let's just evaluate, right? Let's just start evaluating certain things, right? Not to boast or to get a like a congratulations or to be happy because these things are happening to these people, but imagine, right, or just watch people that talk crazy about you, people that pray against you, people that have wicked and vain imagination towards you, right. Go and pray to the Most High and ask Him specifically to destroy these foes, destroy people that pray against you, destroy those that have wicked imagination to you, destroy those that try to just try to use the gimmicks and the snares of the adversary to try to work some type of wickedness in your life and send it back to them tenfold. Start paying attention to these people. Start paying attention to the countenance of people in your workspace. Start paying attention to the people that may be regulars going to your gym. Pay attention to people that's in your community, in your apartment complex. When you bump heads with them in the elevator or wherever, or the mailroom, whatever, start paying attention to it and start seeing how their countenance change. Start seeing it. And you're going to know that the Most High, even though you know He's real, then you're going to know that the Most High always goes to work for you. For real. Sometimes we be so beat down because we be working hard with this walk and this walk. Sometimes we overwhelm ourselves because we try to do the most and try to get so much wisdom in one day. We get like so much wisdom in one day that we kind of like overwhelmed ourselves, and now we feeling a little fatigued, a little stressed out. And in Ecclesiastes, he told us to take it slow, man, day by day. Take it slow. Don't rush so fast. You're gonna try to like, take years away from you. You're gonna start grieving much faster. It's best to grieve slowly with this wisdom than grieve super fast and super early in your years. But with wisdom, still get understanding though, because we gotta be wise, right? And watch, just watch, just watch your enemies and watch how they get beat down. And then move wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove, and still showcase a form of love, brotherly love. Show a little love to your sister every once in a while. Hey, sis, what's going on? Or, have a good day, But still be vigilant, still pay attention, all right? Because the times you're living in right now, you don't know who your enemy is, man, for real. So I'm glad y'all tapped into the live. Then we got something done. We got straight to the point with this one. There was no playing with this one. There was no jokes in the comment section. It's something that we all needed to hear on this beautiful day that the Most High has given to us. And we will rejoice. So, Shalom Aleichem. Peace be upon you. Hallelujah. All praises to the Most High Yah through His Son Yahushua HaMashiach. It's your brother Uncle K. And I'm glad y'all tapped into this one. Y'all y'all have a Baruch day. Y'all stay blessed. That's prime right there, right? Yeah, man. Prime. Yeah, y'all continue to have a blessed day, man. Y'all make sure that y'all keep your minds real secure, real safe. And don't let don't let anyone take that joy away from you, that peace away from you. Especially if you know you've been walking with the Most High, you've been walking in accord, right? Just keep walking with him. He gonna walk with you all the way. Even if something try to come your way to make you trip, right? He's still walking with you, right? What's going on, Mike? You came at the end of the live, but if you want to get edified, hey, just hit that replay button, man. We about to get up out of here though. But yeah, just stay strong in your walk, keep your faith, and just know the Most High is always making a way for us. All right, fellas. I'm gonna show you in the next one, Most High willing. But for now, peace, peace, peace. Y'all bless you too, fam. Y'all bless you too.